everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The shotgun snap for Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And his pass incomplete. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
2nd down following the run. They run again with Foreman. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue, leopard, leopard. Hot.
Here's Mack. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll set up a throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run it with Mack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go now. Blue, landed. Blue, landed.
They'll try and pound it in with Frosch, the fullback. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now Sims. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll toss it out to Sims. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Again, they run with Sims. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Newton. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Newton's going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on second down is Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Newton now to throw. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Back to throw here. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Hopkins, the man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And the Panthers coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a carry from Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, it's Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Newton on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Newton got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down following the run.
On the ball. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Caught by Nelson left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Red zone opportunity.
Hey, got tight left. Come on now. Gun. 3 down.
From the red zone now, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
23 yards on the play. First down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's Foreman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with Mack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Foreman, and he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Miller, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So they're operating in the red zone. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Frank's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Newton to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now it's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it with a fullback Prosh. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.